Hey guys, welcome back to Film Title. Today we'll talk about the insane moments on Dr. Pimple Popper. Let's head into it. Number 1. Keloid on the ear. In this video, Lee removes a keloid from the back of a woman's ear. At the start of the episode, we meet Jennifer, a 29-year-old woman who's a cosplay enthusiast with a big mysterious growth on her ears. She'd had them for around 11 years, ever since her piercings in both ears didn't heal properly and became infected. The masses caused dizziness, nausea, and headaches, not to mention depression, and Jennifer doesn't know what she'll do if Lee can't fix the problem. According to Lee, keloids occur most often on the earlobes, the chest, back, and upper arms. It's when scar tissue from an episode of trauma gets hyperexcited and grows beyond the bounds of the original wound. Usually a person knows when their keloid is active because it itches or is painful. Number 2. Huge bump on the leg. In an interview filmed at his home in New York, Ronan explains that the lump first appeared when he was around 12 years old. He thought the lump would heal on its own, so he just let it be. Then it started to grow into the size of a softball, according to Inoki, though to viewers it appears to be even larger, like a cantaloupe. He says the lump causes excruciating pain during everyday tasks, like putting on pants, doing chores, even while walking, and now it's almost impossible to run. But he adds that medical professionals haven't taken the growth seriously. I've talked to so many doctors about it, and they've all told me it's not a big deal. You should leave it alone. They're ignorant about the issue. It causes extreme pain, and none of the doctors I've visited ever seems to take it seriously. Ronan says during the episode, I feel disappointed, I feel very frustrated, and I feel very angry. Make sure to stick around until the last point, because I promise you, you're gonna love it. Now to the next point. Number 3. Macaroni pillar cyst. A pillar cyst is a fleshy lump that can appear on your skin. What is the significance of this? Since dermatologist Sandra Lee just dealt with a massive one on a patient's back, Dr. P's latest Instagram video features the pillar cyst. The post includes a sensitive material note, so you know it'll be fine. It's also not your average cyst. The doctor makes certain that you're aware of this right away. So if you click past the sensitive content alert, you're in for a tense viewing experience. To be honest, the cyst appears to be uninteresting from the outside. It's a visible bump on the patient's back, but it's not disgusting in any way. The doctor then begins to enter the room. Dr. P can be seen in the next picture, her tweezers gripping a huge ball of yellowish hardened goo that resembles Play-Doh. As she takes out the gunk, she can be heard saying, I love it when we get pillar cysts on the body. The doctor steps away from the monitor for a moment before returning with her tweezers. And then, oh my god, what happens next is absurd. She casually reaches into the cyst and takes out a hardened floppy mass of pus, at least a quarter's width. According to one fan, it looks like a macaroni shell, except it's much thicker and grosser. Number 4. A cyst with tattoos. As Sandra Lee removes cysts, she makes a point of removing the whole sac to keep it from growing back. Her patients and supporters adore her for it. One of her latest Instagram videos showed her performing the incredible task of fully separating a cyst and its sac from a patient's back. And in her most recent video, she returns to remove another cyst and sac from a patient's back, who also happens to have a large tattoo, back cyst and tattoos, a little tattoo cyst removal, and surgical removal of an epidermoid cyst, including the cyst sac and contents, to ensure that the cyst does not reoccur. Dr. P begins the video by snipping open the cyst with her scissors, which then squirts out clear liquid. She begins squeezing from there. I'm rupturing it because I think I can still get the cyst wall out, she explains. I want to squeeze it to make it smaller so we don't have to make such a wide excision to remove it. Thick white gunk spews out as she squeezes. We've got it, and then keep an eye on it. It'll be far bigger than we thought it was at first, she says. She takes out her scissors and tweezers once more to work the cyst out of the tiny gap in the patient's tattooed back. She begins to take the cyst out until she has a strong grip on it, and it looks like an off-white piece of sponge that keeps on coming. It's a never-ending cyst, Dr. P exclaims. This is just fibrous tissue that is connected to. The video concludes with a photo of the patient who has been stitched back up. I thought that was a happy conclusion to such a long operation. Her fans on the other hand claim it's one of her best cyst videos yet. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. I'll see you in the next video.